Hello YouTube! Today I'll be showing you how to get the strongest melee in Dragonwilds, and that is Thane's Authority. Now some of you might think it's an Abyssal Whip, and that's why I didn't say it's the best, because it depends on the circumstances. That's why I'll give you a little comparison at the end as well. But as of now, the highest damage melee weapon is Thane's Authority. Now let's get straight into step 1 of how to get this amazing weapon. So in game you can see me using it right now to kill a Thane. The particular Thane I killed is in front of that big building in Fractured Plains, and if you are lucky you'll get a Vestige as a drop. Make sure you just right click on it and you should learn the recipe for Thane's Authority. Now before I tell you the conditions on who exactly can drop this Vestige, let's look at the recipe page a little bit more. So there is a plus 15% stamina cost, but it's worth it for the damage, 86 to 151. Has a 4 attack combo, 40 block, and it also has a special attack. Pair this with some stamina reducing items or armor and you're good. But now for the exact who can drop it, right? So you can get it from any Thane on the map, like here. You can also get it from the King in the Storm-Touched Highlands. It's at the very top in his little castle thingy. I will say that it's really uncommon. You won't get it on your first try. But keep trying, you'll get it eventually. Moving on to step 2, now we actually have to craft the item. And that starts off with getting enough materials for 8 bronze bars. Now for 2 bronze bars, you'll need 3 copper ore and 3 tin ore. Now this is the minimum. You can't just craft 1 bronze bar at the same time, or not craft, smelt. So you'd have, that's not possible. So you only need 12 copper ore and 12 tin ore to craft 8 bronze bars. You will need a furnace to smelt it though. So make sure you have a furnace. Honestly, you wouldn't be able to craft this weapon without a smithing anvil in the first place, which would have required you to have a furnace. So make sure you have those. If you don't have those, watch my video on how to create a smithing anvil. It tells you how to get a furnace and a kiln as well. I'll leave a link in the description. But anyways, quick tip, make sure you're using Rock Explosion. It makes mining a lot faster, and runes are pretty easy to craft in this game, so they're pretty abundant. But make sure you get some tin. Once you do get that tin, our first ingredient is secured. Well, we gotta smelt it first. And I actually forgot to mention, you need at least a bone pickaxe or better in order to mine copper and tin ore to make the bronze bar. So if you don't have a bone pickaxe, make sure you have that. I'd suggest getting a bronze pickaxe, because that will allow you to mine one of the ingredients we'll need later, which is iron. So make sure once you do get some copper and tin ore, get some extra to make sure you can craft the bronze pickaxe. And if you didn't already have a bronze axe either, make sure to get some extra bronze for that too, so that you can get it. I have a whole guide on how to get the full bronze set, including the tools, so not only the armor. I'll leave a link for that video in the description as well. You can see me typing it out on screen right here so that I don't forget. But the reason you need a bronze axe as well, because you need oak logs as one of the ingredients for Thane's Authority. So bronze axe is the minimum level that you can use to actually chop oak logs. So that's why we're gonna go chop some right now with a bronze axe. Make sure you have it if you didn't make one already. Luckily I have some oak trees near me, so all I gotta do is go here. This is what an oak tree looks like. It's a bit darker green and a bit thicker than the ash trees, so either you can chop it, or after you chop it, I'll show you real quick, you can actually use astral projection as well. Now the thing about these spells, Rock Explosion, astral projection, is that you can only use them once you have the corresponding level of pickaxe or axe in your inventory. So with a bone pickaxe or a bone axe in your inventory, with only a bone pickaxe in your inventory, you can use Rock Explosion for copper or iron. But if you only have a wooden axe, it's not going to work. So yeah, that's how the spells work. all you need is 4 oak logs, so honestly 1 tree would be more than enough. I always like to cut down a few extra because in the future, if I do need them, I just have some lying around. I don't have to go out and chop some more, although chopping trees is really fun. So if you do like chopping trees, go ahead and do it manually. But now that we have 2 of the ingredients, let's move on to vault shards. Now I think personally that this is the easiest because all you have to do is go into a vault, and like even naturally clearing it, you're bound to get some vault shards. Usually I see them drop from the sentinels or from the chests. So yeah, see right here, some vault shards in this chest, 4, exactly how much I need. So that's why I think this step is actually the easiest. And if you didn't know any vault locations, just by progressing in the main story, the wise old man tells you to go to the Whispering Swamp, and there's a vault there. So yeah, you should have at least 1 vault location, and if you want more, you can just look it up on Google or something. Now the 4th and final ingredient we need is iron, and we need to make 10 iron bars. Each iron bar requires 3 iron ores to be smelted in the furnace once again. So we're gonna have to get 30 in total. You can find them scattered all around the storm-touched highlands. I'll put a little map on screen right now, just so you guys have a bit more knowledge. Now this is where you'll need at least this is where you'll need at least a bronze pickaxe or better, because without it you won't even be able to mine iron. Also, y'all, we're 20 subscribers away from 1,500, which is like a third of the way to 2,000. It's been a great 3 months so far of starting this channel. So if you want to support a small creator, if you enjoy the content, I regularly post Palworld and Runescape. Right now I'm focusing a bit more on Dragonwilds because it just came out and it's a lot of fun. I will get back to Palworld eventually, but just make sure, if you like me and if you want to support me, just give me a sub and a like. It is free after all. Sorry for selling out, but once you do get all the iron you need, make sure Rock Explosion spell, very useful, very, very useful. Once you get the 30 iron ore, head back to your base, clear the bronze away from the furnace, and now put in the iron. And bam. Now you just gotta wait for those to finish, and then we can just go ahead and craft Thane's Authority. With the iron bars picked up, and me depositing some items in my storage. Well, not depositing, I gotta grab everything first. So gotta get the oak, gotta clear up my inventory because my weight is heavy. Get the vault shards, and get, what was the last one? Bronze, okay. There we go. We got the iron, we got the bronze, got the oak, got the vault shards, and we're ready to press that craft button for the strongest tier 4 melee weapon. Make sure to stick around because the video is not over yet. I'm still going to give you a little comparison between Abyssal Whip and this amazing 2-handed axe. For this little comparison, I decided to use the Garo Thane because any other monster would just die too quick for an accurate comparison. So this guy with the shield, right? You can see Thane's Authority, it's full combo. I'll show you its special attack as well later, but let's just see how quickly we can kill this guy. Keep in mind I do have the Paladin set on, so all the bonuses, I have the 3 set bonus, but since the Abyssal Whip and this weapon, they're both melee, they should all get the same benefits. But I just showed you the 5-step combo, or 4-step combo for Thane's Authority. Now, here's the Abyssal Whip. The one thing I do like about the Abyssal Whip is that you can use it more often. So it takes up less stamina, so you can get more hits off. Per hit though, Thane's Authority does a lot better. Here, I'll just show the rest of this clip with the Abyssal Whip, and then I'll switch up to the one where I did Thane's Authority only. You saw it shortly at the start of the video. Like, the differences that I noticed was that, yes, the axe is more clunky and the animation time is longer. So, for example, with the Garo Berserker, they might be able to get more hits off, but pure damage-wise, like, if you compare the time to kill between the Abyssal Whip and the Thane's Authority, like, just look at this. as long as you can time your evades, make sure your stamina recharges, right? It's a lot faster to kill at least a Garo Thane with Thane's Authority. Like, bam. You know how many shots it took the Abyssal Whip? And then he's already dead here. So that's why I think Thane's Authority is the strongest melee weapon in the game. If you want to watch another part of the series, I covered the strongest bow in the game. I'll leave a link for that in the description as well. It's the Hunter's Stag Bow, but strongest, as in, like, it's not the best in all situations. I think it's the strongest. A lot of people argued that it was the Crystal Bow, but that doesn't matter. But make sure to watch that video if you're interested in seeing more, and make sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment for future video ideas, or just to see if you want me to respond, because I respond to all comments. And have a great week, guys.